So in a market like this, you'll be wondering, how do I take my entry? How do I follow the trend? Stuff like that. This thing is not it's not easy for the beginners, those of you who are just starting out. All right. So in this video, I'll show you how you can do your analysis and how to take an entry in a situation like this, right? So you just open up your chart and you see something like this, right? Now this is what to do. First of all, you try to identify the necessary key levels in the market and try to find out or have an understanding of what the market is doing. So you see here, price just broke through a support and resistance zone, all right, and is heading down currently. You see the speed is in a very high speed going down now. You can see that, right? So now you know what price did, right? So in order to get an entry, right, I can just like put in some support and resistance zone here, because price bounced from somewhere here, right? You can see it came down like this, then it found support somewhere here and then bounced up, right? And now you can see that it broke through it. Why did it broke through it to the downside? Because currently we are in a downtrend and the speed price is taken to the downside is very high, right? So there's every possibility that it will break through any support down there, right? To break through it. So that is what price just did, right? I can just do it that way, but let me look for a simple way that you do it that way you have your understanding. So this kind of thing, you just step down to the 1 hour, right? You need to look for something you have a understanding of, right? Now you step down to the 30-minute time frame. So here on the 30-minute time frame, you can see what's going on here. All right, so here on boom and crash, it's good to scalp. All right, but if you are a swing trader, it's also good, but depending on what works for you. So me currently, I'm a scalper and this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'll step down to the lower time frame here and then I'll put in some trend line here to mark out the most recent support and resistance zone, right? So if I'm to mark it from the higher time frame, it will take time before price gets there, and what I want is to just get quick entries, right? Quick in and out entries, right? Because I don't want to wait, right? I don't have that time, so I need what I can get fast, quick and possible. So identifying this trend, right? As you can see, we are still moving with the trend, right? So now I'll mark out some support and resistance zone here. You can see there was a support and resistance zone, right? This is what price did. It came, found some support here, bounced up, found some resistance zone here, and then bounced from there. Now you can see it broke through the previous support and resistance zone. Now it's going back to retest it, and then I believe it will continue to the downside, right? So having marked out this, now you have an understanding, right, of what the market is doing, right? So let's step down to the 30-minute time frame and see what's going on there, right? So everything is still going well according to the 30-minute time frame, all right? So let me make some adjustment on the support and resistance zone here. Let me shift it so that now let's step down to the 15-minute time frame and see what's going on. So here on the 15-minute time frame, I can spot that there's a mini support and resistance zone here also. The price might reverse from, right? So as you can see, price is currently going up. So there's every probability that it will spike from this area, or since it's not a strong support and resistance zone, I believe maybe price would break above it, find some resistance here, and then bounce down again. But if it doesn't, you know how the market works sometimes. If it doesn't bounce or reverse from that area, then this is what's going to happen. It will go up, find some support here, and then continue to the upside, right? And then our first TP is going to be in this area right here. Alright, so let's go to the higher time frame. That's going to be our first TP. First TP, like I said, is going to be maybe around this area, because I can see some support and resistance zone there. And if it breaks above it, then second TP will be around here, right? But if it spike and head down, then TP, right? Currently, I can't find any support and resistance zone. So in this kind of situation, you need something like a risk to reward ratio, something like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, something, anyone that suits you, and then you can set your TP like that. All right. But in this kind of situation, I would advise, if it were me, I would do 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio as my target, and then I'll wait for price to do its thing, right? So I would advise you always, on boom and crash, you always go with spike catching, because I don't know, it depends on what suits you. But for me, I prefer catching spike than trading against spike. But if you are to trade against spike, I prefer you use the higher time frame, because those are the ones that will go well for you. But if you are using the lower time frame, it price will not respect your stop loss. All right, whenever it's spiking and you are trading against spike, it will not respect your stop loss. All right, it's where the spike stop, that's where the market will take, that's where your broker will take you out of the trade. All right, but if you are trading, if you are catching spike, then it will respect your stop loss. All right, so that's how it works on boom and crash. So seeing this now, this is what's gonna happen. It's either we wait for price to get here, retest, and then go down, or it will break, retest here, and then continue to the upside. These are the two ways this will happen, right? Like I said, you don't know how the market, you don't know what the market will do. All you just need to do is to make your plans and then get ready to take your entry. All right, after taking your entry, then you wait for what will happen, right? In this game, patience is the key. You need to have enough patience to wait for your conditions to be met anytime you have done your analysis. All right, so that is pretty much everything I have for you guys here on this video. All right, so if you get value, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. All right, like the video so that it will be referred to others, so that they can also get what you are getting here for free. All right, and if you haven't yet subscribed, if you're a viewer and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so, because here on my channel I post powerful strategies that will help you grow your account. All right, so that is pretty much everything, guys. See you out.